We all agree Half-Life 1 is the greatest game of all time, and another thing is certain as well. The game is 24 years old, and we are in 2022. So, how the hell can a game that is as old as me still entertain gamers and leave a good impression on them? But most importantly, why do a lot of them, including me, come back to play the Half-Life campaign even though they experienced it plenty of times already? Is it the mysterious plot? A fond love for the Black Mesa facility? Or perhaps is it the genuine joy derived by murdering innocent scientists and hearing them scream? To be honest, I really love when a game lets me slay both alien creatures and humans, cause I'm all about inclusivity and it's cool to spill different colors bloodstains. However, given that only kids can get excited about violence in a video game, and the media, in this video I'll praise another aspect of Half-Life, the movement and the ability to bunny hop. Bunny hopping is definitely the main reason that keeps me coming back to Half-Life and not shut it down after 10 minutes of gameplay like I do with every other game. Bunny hopping adds a new layer of skill, but most importantly of fun. I mean, who doesn't enjoy running and jumping around to progressively reach supersonic speed? Also, thanks to the jumping mechanics, escaping Black Mesa could not have been a more gratifying task, and you can approach this task in different ways, instead of simply strafing your way through the game. Wanna try and speedrun the game? Feel free to do so, but don't forget the fierce opposition. Do you want to sometimes stop and crush a Vortigaunt or two while bunny hopping through the chapters? You can alternate combat and movement whenever you want them. Wanna scream at Gabe and Face for putting so many pesky headcrabs, halting your momentum to a zero every time you meet them? You can pretend to do so.
Пошел нахуй, даун ебаный, ебал ты, блядь, свинью пидорасов, сука, блядь! Сука, блядь!
What I'm trying to say is that the bunny hop game mechanic gives a lot of freedom to the player, who can choose to approach the game however he wants to, if and only he is skilled enough to do so or willing to learn how to bunny hop. P.S. It only took me 10 years. Unfortunately, newer AA FPS games don't allow the player to move at the pace he wants. One reason I refuse to play modern shooters is that the movement usually only comes down to pressing the W key and sometimes hitting shift to sprint. Which is an artificial method to boost the movement speed that I despise, since it feels extremely boring and taxing on my weak and puny index finger. I enjoy building my own speed by waving my mouse around like a maniac and crushing my A and D keys. That's just the way classic FPS gamers are built. Small side note, I'm still torn whether the absence of grunts every time you jump is a positive or a negative thing. I think of them as sexually arousing and annoying at the same time. So yeah, the ability to bunny hop, or my inability, is what brings me back to Half-Life 1. But let's take a look around to see if other people think the same way. If you ever decide to watch some Half-Life on Twitch, and I doubt there's someone under the age of 24 doing that, you would be surprised at the small but ever-present community that plays Half-Life Live and the spectators that enjoy watching it. But Why watch Half-Life if you can play it yourself? Because most of these guys probably do a better job than you at playing Half-Life, and it's certain that they are faster than you at beating the entire game. These uber gamers, and they do deserve this title, have spent hours upon hours trying to exploit glitches and finding shortcuts. However, the first thing that will astonish the spectator is the ability of these players in acquiring movement speed by bunny hopping and keeping the momentum going for 25 plus minutes. The best part is that bunny hopping for the super gamer is the easiest part, while you, scum, still struggle to perform a couple of jumps correctly. It's easy to be enthralled by the swiftness of the camera, seamlessly proceeding through the Half-Life campaign in a way you never imagine, especially if you consider that most people that have played Half-Life finish the campaign in 15 or 20 hours, while the speedrunners do it in less than 28 minutes. I still remember the amazement the teenage me felt while watching the very popular Quadraseed speedrun when it came out 10 years ago. Looking at someone effortlessly beating the game in just 20 minutes when it took me 20 hours had left me sitting with my mouth wide open and eyes bulging out. Nowadays, though, I enjoy watching scriptless runs more, and I do hop on Twitch to watch Half-Life speedruns, because there's never anything interesting on the TV. So yeah, bunny hopping is cool, and it's still making Half-Life 1 relevant to this day.